Welcome back to The Explainer. Look, if you're focused on building out your content, growing an audience, or honestly just trying to understand the nitty-gritty mechanics of digital products, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're doing a complete, objective teardown of a brand new personal development PLR package. And for the uninitiated, PLR stands for Private Label Rights. We're going to pull this whole thing apart piece by piece and see what really makes it tick. But before we get into the nuts and bolts, let me ask you something that literally anyone who writes content will relate to. How many times can you possibly say, believe in yourself, before it starts sounding completely hollow, right? It's a real problem. Confidence content sells, for sure, but it is incredibly easy to write yourself into a corner. When you rely on that same generic advice, audience fatigue sets in fast. It's repetitive, it's shallow, and it leaves your reader asking, okay, but what do I actually do? So, here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll start by tackling that generic PLR problem, then unbox this 50-article bundle, and map out a weekly publishing strategy. After that, we'll review the PLR license, break down the funnel and pricing, and finally answer the big question, is it actually worth it? Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, the generic PLR problem and how to move beyond shallow advice. So, generic confidence content usually falls flat because, well, it's often just a massive wall of motivational text without any structural system behind it. But enter this product, Michelle Serratu's 50 AI Confidence Building Articles Bundle. This thing is massive. We're talking over 31,600 words of content here. To put that into perspective, that's basically the length of a short novel. It's specifically designed to fix that shallow content trap by introducing an AI-assisted angle. It actually gives your readers the tools to map out their own personal confidence journey. Moving on to Section 2. Let's look inside the 50-article bundle and really unbox this content system. You aren't just getting 50 bare-bones text documents here. Oh no, you're getting a completely interconnected ecosystem. Beyond those core articles, the bundle includes 16 distinct supporting assets. You've got management tools like start guides and trackers, engagement tools like reflection worksheets and AI prompts, and even a full marketing suite with pre-written social teasers and email swipes to actually help you get this content out into the world. Now, the way these 50 articles are strategically organized is absolutely key. They're split into 5 distinct content pillars: self-trust, discipline, social confidence, goal progress, and mindset routines. And why does this matter so much? Well, segmenting the content like this solves that repetitive pacing problem we were just talking about. Self-trust tackles an internal belief problem, right? While social confidence takes on performance anxiety. It gives you a really natural way to segment your audience based on what they actually need. If we zoom in and look at the anatomy of a single article, it goes way beyond your basic run-of-the-mill blog post. Every single article packs in a reader promise, the main body, an AI prompt to try out, coaching questions, and a weekly action step. And honestly, this is where the real value is. By weaving in those interactive AI prompts and action steps, your readers aren't just passively skimming text anymore. They are actively participating in the exercise. It's a real game changer. And there's also a massive transparency upgrade here that is kind of rare in the PLR space. The vendor actually provides a fully styled, readable PDF sample article right there on the sales page. So instead of having to cross your fingers and blindly trust the sales copy, you can just open up this PDF and impartially judge the writing quality, the formatting, and the depth for yourself before you spend a single dime. All right, Section 3, the weekly publishing strategy. Let's move from the abstracts to practical application. Let's look at exactly how you, as a digital creator, would actually use this pack week to week. Imagine this. On Monday, you publish your main article and attach the matching reflection worksheet. By Tuesday and Wednesday, you're posting 2 or 3 of those pre-written social teasers to start driving traffic. Then, on Thursday or Friday, you hit your mailing list with a pre-written email swipe, using the AI prompt as a unique hook. And because you literally have 50 of these articles, this one simple multi-channel runway fuels your publishing calendar for nearly an entire year. No way you're running out of ideas anytime soon. Let's transition over to Section 4, the generous PLR license. What are the actual legal rules here? The licensing here is incredibly straightforward. On the can-do side, the commercial flexibility is just huge. You can edit the content, slap your own name and logo on it, sell it, and get this, even pass the PLR rights along to your own buyers. But on the cannot do side, there are some very sensible guardrails. You cannot give the raw source files away for free, you definitely cannot upload them to torrent sites, and you can't claim exclusive copyright. which makes sense because obviously other buyers are out there using this exact same package. Next up, Section 5, Funnel and Pricing Breakdown. Let's take a no-nonsense look at the costs. Okay, the entry price for the front-end bundle, which remember includes all 50 articles and the 16 supporting assets we just unboxed, is exactly $3. Yeah, you heard me right. $3. That is literally less than a cup of coffee for over 31,000 words of structured content. Now, during checkout, you are going to see a simple, optional $5 inline bump offer. Checking that box unlocks the promo pack, which gives you a ready-made sales letter, 6 promotional email swipes, 25 social media posts, and 5 video scripts. It's completely optional, but I gotta say, it's a massive time saver if your whole strategy is to turn around and resell this PLR package to someone else. So that brings the absolute maximum total spend for the entire system to just $8. This is a verified, totally clean funnel. The vendor explicitly notes that there are 0 hidden, unexpected, one-time offers lurking after you hit the purchase button. The pricing is 100% transparent, which we absolutely love to see. Finally, Section 6. Is it worth it? Let's get to the definitive verdict. To be completely impartial here, we really have to look at the limitations. First off, there is no stated refund policy anywhere on the sales page. Second, because we analyzed this during its pre-launch phase, there's no third-party buyer feedback available just yet. And finally, you absolutely have to do your own due diligence. You must take the time to read through that PDF sample article to make sure the writing style actually gels with your brand's voice. So who is this actually built for? It all boils down to a simple decision matrix. Buy it if you need structured, evergreen confidence content to build out a blog or an epic year-long email sequence. It is brilliant raw source material for that. But skip it if you're looking for a fully finished, ready-to-sell video course right out of the box. This package gives you the structure and it gives you the words, but you still have to do the building. I'll leave you with this final thought. Imagine taking all the friction out of your content creation. What could your next 50 weeks of publishing look like if you had a 31,000-word, highly structured, AI-integrated system sitting right there on your hard drive today? It's a really fascinating approach to personal development content, and honestly, for an $8 maximum spend, it's an experiment well worth considering. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive. Keep learning, keep building, and I will see you on the next explainer.